everyone. Today we are starting our seeds.
Yep.
Very exciting. We have actually started already some seeds, which I guess we'll go ahead and let them know what we started a few weeks ago.
So we did start some seeds. I started a couple of tomatoes, some peppers, cucumbers. We're going to go with a couple of things, something small, but then as you guys saw, we got started on the kitchen garden, and I'm absolutely loving the idea. We did it in North Carolina, but it's just exciting.
Yeah, we got a little too happy. We were going to just keep it small and simple what we were going to plant, but then we started to see, like Amber, like you said now, the space, and we just want to have fun.
Yeah, I think definitely going to have a lot of fun. So
so we're going to go ahead and show you what we have ordered. We went ahead and ordered a few more seeds. So
we definitely got a lot of vegetables that we're going to grow there, but the first thing we're going to plant here, or actually seed here right now, is going to be some of the flowers, because I think that's what's going to bring a lot of the pollinators that we're expecting. So Angie wanted to get some nasturtiums.
Yes, I've always wanted to grow those. I don't think we've grown them.
No, we haven't. So this is an Alaskan mix. Great color combination there. And then I wanted to do some sunflowers, but I didn't want anything 7 feet, 6 feet tall. So I went with one called Short Stuff, and I think this is going to be a pretty exciting one to grow. It grows maybe about 2.5 feet tall, so excited for that.
Yeah, and the colors, oh my gosh, the center is so beautiful. I love that one.
And then because I fell in love with milkweed when I saw it at Plaza and Poppy's house.
Yeah, Tracy's house, her garden.
Angie chose these colors. I let her pick them because I wanted milkweed, but I didn't want to just pick what I wanted, so we kind of decided. These right here are Ice Ballet, white.
It's really pretty. Yeah, it's white.
And then there's one called Gay Butterflies, so that's a combination of what we both picked. That's a little bit of orange and yellow in there. And then we're going to go with some marigolds. I'm going to save that one for last. You want to talk about the marigolds?
Yeah, I went crazy picking these. So I ended up picking out a marigold called Orange Hawaii.
Yeah.
They're just gorgeous, beautiful, big orange. And then we got Marigold Disco Mix. These are just kind of different types of oranges and yellows. They're just very pretty, a mix.
And then this one's pretty cool.
You love this one. Yeah. Marigold Sweet Mage or Mexican Mint. So it's what, more of a small little clusters.
Yeah, it's like a dainty flower. So very excited to see those. And then real quick, I'll just go through these real quick. These are some of the vegetables we're doing because there's going to be a lot of room. So we got some rattlesnake pole beans, some lettuce that we're going to do in there, of course. We have some peppers, some different type of peppers. This one's called arroz con pollo.
I love that name.
We're going to do some carrots as well. Some orange accordion heirloom tomatoes. Some bell peppers. We got the red Ozark Giant. Peas. Peppers, some more poblano peppers. I got some more pickling cucumbers and some dill that we're going to do as well. And then I have some other tomatoes and some melons that we're going to grow as well.
Yeah.
And you guys will be able to see all that once they start to grow and we get that kitchen garden going.
That's a lot of fun. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of fun. So now we just get going, and what do you want to start with? Which ones do you want to start seeding?
I think we're going to do all the flowers first. So I guess talk about first what we're using. So we have these.
What you need if you know.
Yeah, so we have these 72 cell trays. It's the lid, obviously, because you want that humidity to get the seeds going. I have the trays here, and then the bottom tray to catch any overflow water. So that's what we're using to do all our flowers. You
need yourself a good seed starting soil.
Yep.
We like to go with a Swam Organic, and then a tray, something where you can hold the soil in. And also some water, so you can moisten in after they're sown.
Yep.
Right there you have
a couple tools, a little dibber to get our seeds in there, and then these are some other seed trays that we're going to use for some of the vegetables as well. One thing I did want to talk about was, so I have these right here. So this is a heat mat that I got from Bevel Sun. This is an adjustable one, so you can actually adjust the temperature depending on what kind of seeds you're doing. Maybe you're doing something that's very delicate and it needs a certain temperature. You can adjust the temperature on these, or you can just get these that basically hover around, the normal 75 to 85 degrees that a seed normally needs. And this is what they look like. They get plugged in, set these under the trays, and your seeds will definitely germinate a little bit quicker than what you would expect it to, because I did some of these tomatoes and they popped up like literally the very next day.
Yeah.
So
they germinated really quickly with the heat.
And then some good lights as well.
So we're going to go ahead and put the soil, the seed starting soil in here, probably just about half. fill up half of it in here. And then we'll go ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and start moistening the soil in this pan. That way, you can also do it like on the trays once they're already, the seeds are in.
Yep.
But we're gonna do it like the other way. And because I thought we were only going to moisten the soil in the trays, I didn't bring a big container with water, but it's okay. We'll just use the bottles. And what you want is, you don't want it too wet.
Yeah, no, definitely not too wet.
I think you know how to explain it a little better.
Yeah, I mean,
the feeling of it.
You don't want it too wet, but you also don't want it dry. You want it just right, because what's going to happen is a lot of this moisture, when you put the lid on top of these seed trays and you put the lights on it, is obviously going to create some humidity, and that moisture is just basically going to recycle. You don't want it to evaporate anywhere. You want the same amount of moisture you put into it to basically stay there until you start to see seeds sprout.
And then the fun starts, huh?
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess it's gonna be fun trying to fit all this soil in here without spilling it all over the place. That's what Angie means by the fun part.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. So I'm basically just gonna rub it over the top here and make sure it all goes into one of the cells there.
I'll let you get messy.
I don't want to compact it too much. That's one thing you don't want to do, is even though it's wet, you don't want it to compact too much, because then those roots are not really going to go anywhere. Again, everybody has their own style. This is by no means an expert way on how to do seeds, but we're showing you what are the best products to use as far as when it comes to the soil and the methods of how we're doing this with the lights and the heat mats, because that's definitely going to help 100%. So I'm just going to finish this off and let Angie get her hands dirty too, because I know she doesn't want to.
So we're going to start seeding them. So in back of the package, the seed packages, you will have instructions. Every seed tells you how deep to go into the soil, and that's what Ambrose is doing right now.
Yeah, so I'm just using a dibber, and you can kind of gauge how deep to go. Like these, for instance, the marigolds say 1/4 inch. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm just doing this to all the cells. That way we can go in there and just start planting our seeds. I think we're gonna do what? We talked about 20 of each?
20 of each, which is what, seven packages?
Yeah, we have 7 packages, and so we're gonna do about 20 of each, because we have 2 of these trays that we wanna get completely seeded. So, and I think that's going to work best.
So this is for the marigolds?
Yep.
And 7 of each. I mean 20 of each.
20 of each, yes. All right, so Angie's going to start seeding while I'm doing the rest of these, the holes for them. And which one are you doing first? Orange?
This one, yeah, the marigold.
All right, so we don't get lost. I'm going to put one here on the 3rd row. That way we know everything that way is going to be that one there. And then the next one we'll do, let's go with what, disco mix. I'll do it on the next 3rd row here. And then Sweet Mage will go on the next one there. So most of the seeds that we have here, we got from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. I've ordered from them before, and just some great seeds to grow. But each of these packages come with quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think this one said it came with a minimum of 50 seeds. So that's quite a bit of seeds to grow, and we're only doing 20 of each.
So I'm covering them as I'm seeding. Trying to make sure it gets covered up. But for some reason, I think it's because it's been so windy outside, my eyes are very dry today.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make sure I can see right. It's like I'm seeing everything blurry.
Yeah, these are some very, if you haven't seen the marigold seeds, they're a little bit, they're like kind of long, so trying to get them in there completely is little intricate.
And that's what I was telling Ambrose right now, is like, they're sticking out. So we're probably gonna, if they're still sticking out, we'll add a little bit more, sprinkle a little bit more of the soil. Teaches me patience, because I am not patient.
Yeah.
So to do this
It's a lot of patience to do seeds, honestly.
But it's nice because, I don't know, it slows you down. You know, it's nice. That's the nice things about gardening. I get to learn patience in the garden a lot.
So me and Angie were just talking, and this is something that we haven't been able to do in a while. Normally we buy our plants from stores, or we order them online. Mm-hmm. And this is one of the first times that we're actually doing this many seeds, as far as when it comes to flowers as well, right?
Yes. And, you know, the reason being we didn't have a lot of room.
Yeah.
Outdoors or indoors to start them as well.
Yeah.
With the garden was just not big enough.
No.
But, you know, because this is a great way if you want to also, if you have a very large area, and it can get expensive, you know, when you're out there looking for plants. And if you have a big area to cover that you want to transform into a garden, this is a great way because seeds really don't cost a lot.
No, they don't. And the abundance of flowers you can get is absolutely amazing. What you can find online as well.
Like I want to start other things like geraniums, for instance, or violas. Viola is like a favorite flower of mine. But I don't ever get to find the kinds that I like out in the nurseries. Either they sell out too quickly, or they just didn't carry them for that time. They just didn't order those. So now I can go ahead and go crazy.
I think it's going to be exciting, and I hope it's exciting for you guys to see what we're going to be doing as far as what we're going to be able to grow and do things like that, because I'm definitely excited. We haven't even done vegetables yet. We just did this one tray, and we don't want to bore you with doing a whole 20 minutes of just seeding. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay?
No, we'll go ahead and continue, planting the rest, getting them done, and then, it's not going to take that long till we see them sprouting. Like these guys up here.
Yeah.
And then you'll see them before you know it. We're out there planting them in the beds.
Yeah, so we have a couple more trays to do. We have another big cell tray to do as well. And then, we'll get them, put them on top of our heat mats, put the domes on them. And hopefully I'm able to put some video in here of closing it out and putting them on the heat mats with the lights and where they're actually going to go. Because, once these guys start to sprout, they're going to sprout quickly. One thing I did want to talk about, we forgot to talk about, was I know a lot of you guys are just now doing seeds, and we're kind of late in the game here where we're at. Not super late, but we just realized that the last frost here is like February 23rd, which is crazy for the area here. So
we're getting used to it. We're from here, but we've been from Texas. We're in San Antonio, Texas, and this is our first year back since like 20 years away. So for any of you that just tuned into us, so we're trying to get back to it. We were in Virginia last, so. We were doing what? We were just starting to do our seeds now.
We were just starting to do our seeds now, and I'm going to the nurseries here, and I'm seeing like half full-grown tomatoes, and I'm telling myself, "Wow, you mean I could have started this like a month ago indoors?"
We're trying. We could be doing our research, but we have so much going on right now. It's so busy that we're just trying to get things going as they, as the time passes by, and we're getting out of the nursery, and that's.
And we're definitely going to get going, guys. Once we get these seeds going, we're still going to do some work out in the kitchen garden. We have some other things that we're doing out in the garden, some layouts, some plans.
I might have I do have another one to share with you of flowers. I am going to be doing some zinnias, but I only ordered one of each. It's zinnia, some zinnias and celosia.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with it so much that I'm going to order a little bit more. I didn't think we had enough space, but I'm going to go for it this year. So I'll be showing those to you soon, too.
Yep. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. We'll be happy to answer them. We have quite a bit of seeds to finish off here.
You can also find us on other social medias, on our Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. You have questions, usually people go in and ask us around Facebook and on Instagram.
All right, so again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.